Welcome to HelpYouSponsor.com. In this video, we are going to be looking at what's new in version 3. In this version, we really focused on 3 core areas: rock solid code, usability, and building for the future. First thing I want to point out is how we are now integrating the application with client websites. We're using the same technology that Facebook uses for creating apps on Facebook. In the same way, you'll integrate with your existing website using what's called iframes. Simply copy and paste a piece of code onto a page on your existing website, and your child sponsorship application appears to be native to your website, which is how we're doing it here on the demo site on HelpYouSponsor.com. You see, you come here and it's HelpYouSponsor.com/demo. You can see that the application appears to be native directly within the HelpYouSponsor.com website. Next, we'll go over to the administration. And the first thing to point out here is a new link on the side that says Forgot Password. If one of your admins forgets their password, they simply need to click on that link, enter the email address associated with their account, click the Reset My Password button, and a new password will be emailed to them for logging in. Now we'll go ahead and log in, and we'll start off in the Add New Child area. What's new here is the required field tags. To be honest, in the past, required fields didn't really work. Now they are much more forceful, and there is a required tag to indicate that a field must be filled out in order to create a new profile for a child or a sponsor. And just to demonstrate that, I'll just put in my name here real quick, click Add Child, and you'll see that I'm given a warning that the record was not added because all the fields must be filled out. Next, we'll go to the Manage Children area. Now the Manage Children and Manage Sponsors are much the same, and many of the same features have been added to both areas, so I'm not going to go over both in this video. One thing you'll notice right away is that all of the column headings are now links. Now you can reorder your view just by clicking on the column heading. Clicking it once sets it in an ascending order, and clicking it twice sets everything in a descending order. Also, the search has been completely rebuilt. Now it searches all fields in the child's profile. Also, in the Manage Children and Manage Sponsors, the first name is now linked. This is where you will click to manage the child profile. You'll also see that in the sponsor name column, which is new, the sponsor's name is also linked. So you can click on the sponsor's name and go directly to the sponsor's profile. The opposite is also true, the Manage Sponsors area, where the child name is displayed and it is linked to the child profile. And one other thing to point out, you also have the ability now to adjust the number of records that are displayed on a page. Next, let's take a look at a child profile. Right away, you'll notice that on the child profile page displays the child profile picture. One thing you'll notice, we've tried to link everything together to make navigation a million times easier. One other thing to point out, below the child picture are these links for editing the child picture and editing or adding child files. If we edit a child profile, like I'm going to do here, and click Update, you are now brought to an Update Review page. Here you can review all of the child's information, you can edit the information further, add pictures, add files, or return back to the Manage Children area. You'll also notice at the top that it gives you a message saying that the record was successfully updated and that you can now notify sponsors of this update. In previous versions, an email notification was automatically sent. However, that wasn't always ideal. There are times where you want to make an update but not necessarily notify the sponsor. So now you have the choice. Also, in installations where you are using multiple sponsors per child, each sponsor will be listed here, and you'll decide which sponsor gets the update and which doesn't. To send the update, simply choose the sponsor that you want to send the update to and click send. This is also how it works when adding child pictures. We've changed things around a little bit on the child picture page. First of all, we've upgraded the technology that we're using to add profile pictures. We've also made a change that may take some of our existing clients a little while to get used to. In the past, you could upload large picture files and the software resized them automatically. This was convenient, but the result was that sometimes the pictures were compressed too much, and we received complaints that they didn't look too good. So we have taken out the automatic compression. Now you can upload higher quality images. However, they must be 2 megabytes or less. We recommend that you use a lower setting on your digital camera, or if you're taking pictures with a digital camera that takes really high resolution images, you can use a free tool online, and we've linked to it here, right here, picresize.com, or there are many other desktop applications that are free or that you can purchase that will help you in resizing your pictures so that they fit into this new format. Another thing to notice is we've tried to make this a little more user-friendly, so the profile image is highlighted and it's really easy to switch between profile images. Next, let's go to the mail setup. One quick thing to point out here, in the past you always needed to use noreply@helpyousponsor.com as your sender address. No longer do you have to do that. You can use your own organization's email as the sender address. A new area that we've added to this software is called Standard Reports. Here we have 5 pre-built reports that can be viewed on screen or downloaded as a CSV and then opened with any spreadsheet software. This replaces the download to CSV that was previously on the Manage Children and Manage Sponsor pages. This also provides us an easy platform for adding new reports in the future. So if you have suggestions for new reports, please visit a new area that we've just launched called the forums at forum.helpyousponsor.com. One thing I want to point out is you'll notice that this area is listed under Super Admin. Above here, these are all links that your normal admins will have access to, including a new area called Change Password. In the past, your admins didn't have the ability to change their own password. Now, all admins can take care of administering their own password. Below here you see this is Super Admins. This is only for the Super Administrator account, the account that you're given when you sign up for helpyousponsor.com. Under General Setup, there's a new area here called Website Integration. You'll remember in the beginning I was talking about how we now integrate with your existing websites. This is where you go to get the instructions and the code to integrate into your existing website. You'll simply copy this code right here and paste it into your website, and your application will be live directly on your existing website. One final thing to point out is we've completely rebuilt the dynamic fields area. This is really exciting because this is an area that caused a lot of confusion, and if you didn't do it just right, it could even cause errors in your software. We've added many new safety checks to prevent mistakes being made, and we've laid it out in a much more user-friendly manner so that it's much easier to understand and update and add new fields as they're needed. Like I said, this is just a short overview. There are many other new features that we hope that you'll discover and enjoy in this release of the Help You Sponsor Child Sponsorship application.